Hey, what's up? You're listening to the AVJX podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and today I am joined by Justin and Kyle.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey guys, it's another episode.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're going big.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing this one a little bit different.
Barry's hibernating,
gay.
so he
Yeah.
won't be joining us. So we're doing a three-man thing, which is cool.
In a different thing than last time, me and Kyle are in the same room in Blacksburg now, and Joe's in Roanoke, and we're far away.
Yeah, we're both at college now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all in
all three of
college.
us are.
School starts tomorrow for me. Did it already start for you, Joey?
I've been going for a week.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Everyone has, but other than us, I think.
And
Yeah.
Mason.
And, yeah.
Weird.
Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Alrighty,
Alright.
well, my
Just kick
roommate
off.
moved out, and I have two monitors, and having two monitors is officially the best thing ever.
Especially
Literally.
when trying to record Dayz with Fraps.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's so awesome.
That does help. That does help.
It's
Yeah,
so
we
fun.
when we were first trying out our Daisy videos a while ago, when we were first trying to kickstart the channel. I was the only one that had Fraps at the time, and I was completely unaware that while playing DayZ, when I would Alt Tab to go look at the map, which I do pretty regularly in DayZ, it would like just stay recording the screen I switched to and not go back to the game. So we lost probably 15 hours of footage.
Yeah, good footage.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, good footage, quality footage. That was my fault, but in my defense, I didn't know at the time. But yeah, so that was heartbreaking. But now that you have two monitors, game time.
Yeah, I'll have the map open on the one screen, the small screen. Now I've got game
Right.
big enough.
Are
Although
you
I
doing
might
that by
switch that
HDMI?
up once I start going, because honestly, you don't need that big of a screen to play, and it would be nice to have a map on the big screen. I might play around
Right.
with it.
Yeah.
Are you doing that HDMI connection?
Yeah, I've got I have
Uh-huh.
our old PC monitor that I took to college with me. So I've got an HDMI running from my computer to the 32-inch, and then just a regular blue monitor thingy going between the
I gotcha.
monitor. And it's nice.
Pretty nice setup. Yeah, I'm envious.
I had to
Oh, really?
play around with it to get it all fit and looking correctly, but now that I do, it's awesome. You can have like 3 porn videos going at the same time.
Oh,
Just like
Jesus.
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, fapping
It's great.
everywhere.
Just fapping everywhere. I
You
gave.
can have like a swirly chat
then-
and like fap in 3 different locations.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
with no
right.
roommate, I'm just naked, just 24/7. It's amazing.
Yeah. So much porn.
That's just awful, Joey.
Speaking
Porn
of a
and
lot of
nudity.
porn, mega upload.
Oh,
Is that
mega.
back.
Yeah, the mega upload mega thing. I read into it, Kyle,
That
because
happened.
you asked me about that
Did you?
earlier this week.
Yeah.
And
Idea.
this is incredibly layman, and I might just be retarded and messing this up, but it's like a data hosting service, like Dropbox. Like you know Dropbox, right?
Yeah.
But with Dropbox and most other data hosting sites, they have the decryption key, like the company does, so they can go into anybody's files and see what they are. Mega, which is a successor to Mega Upload, which got taken down illegally by the U.S. government earlier. It is Kim.com's new thing,
All right.
and basically Mega doesn't keep the decryption key; it gives it to you. So
Okay.
they can't be subpoenaed by governments to give over the data because they can't access the data. They basically
nice.
have servers full of stuff that they can't touch.
Right.
So it's perfect for people
Well-
who want to do nefarious things, and also
Right.
good for people who are privacy nuts.
Well, my question is there like a search feature? Because I know with like RapidShare, I mean, I know there's a bunch of search engines out there for RapidShare now, but RapidShare itself doesn't have a search engine, but it's probably one of the biggest
I think,
similar type thing out there.
I don't know. I've been meaning to look into it, but
Right.
I don't
Yeah, I
really.
kind of brought up a topic that I really don't know much about.
Yeah,
It's a
good
thing.
job on that. But hey, it's
It's
okay.
a thing.
It's a thing.
You
It
got-
happened, yeah.
We got
Yeah.
2 minutes out of it.
Reddit circle jerking all over it.
Yeah.
Of course, because they
Reddit.
circle jerk over anything that is about piracy or internet privacy.
Did you find
Shit.
that I'm the best video on Reddit?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I found it listening to another podcast.
Oh, okay. Was that Rooster Teeth?
No, Internet Box.
Internet Box. Okay.
Box.
Shout out to Internet Box.
Great one.
Great podcast. If you already listen to Rooster Teeth, you should check out Internet Box. And if you
Definitely.
don't, you should check out Internet Box anyways.
definitely.
But if in the video we're talking about, I don't know what the actual name is, but is it I'm the best?
It's just I'm the best.
I'm the best. It's the most ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean,
Look it up.
Look it
That's
up.
what I'm telling you. Look it up.
It
I
was-
mean,
Also-
there's a
also,
lightsaber in it.
I like the one that had like gunshots. He's like, this beats so hard, it made of gunshots.
Oh, God.
Burst.
Burst.
Swag, 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 swag. Burst. That's
shit's
another
great.
video we watched. That's a great one.
It's great. I feel like that's becoming a new genre, like the bad
What is-
rap videos.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard
I
of?
still
you-
love. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say in response to that, I still love the video where it's like, "Psych, that's the wrong number,"
Yep.
and all the people freak out.
Did you know that
I
he
did-
did one with Soldier Boy?
I
He
did
did
not know
another
that.
one with Chris Rock as well.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
The Chris
he's
Rock,
got-
I'd have to check those out.
the Chris Rock
Yeah.
one is older, but the Soldier Boy one's like new. Like I hadn't seen it.
Right.
It was
I mean, they're all not as funny as the original.
I
But
mean, spoiler alert.
they're all the same
Alright,
thing.
spoiler alert. If you're gonna watch the video, skip the next 5 seconds. Super Hot Fire loses.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Soldier Boy's
The
like sitting there,
Soulja
he's trying
Boy?
to do traditional raps, and it's just not working. And then all of a sudden, he just starts using his own raps against them, and the crowd just turns on him.
Oh no.
And then
That actually makes sense.
And then Soldier Boy takes his glasses and he just puts them on. He does that stare into the camera. It's fucking hysterical.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I would highly suggest it. But
I have good
you
news.
should look up
Go ahead.
Froggy Fresh. He's like this guy. He's like this white guy who does like real rap videos. But then he has another side channel that he does just these awful like country rap white raps, and it's just like he's just like, me and my friends are in a gang. It's, oh God, no.
Oh God.
It's just like him
Oh,
and like a
God.
12-year-old just like sitting there looking at the camera, and then like he'll just have a pistol. He's not like
That
like
sounds
threatening
like someone
with
that was
it.
on Tosh.0 a while ago. That was like this little country bumpkin,
Yeah.
and he just did a video with his friend. He's just like holding a pistol, and his friend is holding a gun the entire time, and it's just the worst, the
I know.
absolute worst rapping I've ever heard.
I know there's one with a juggalo who raps hard.
Oh,
Oh God.
Yeah, that one's that's a good watch.
fucking juggalos, man.
I have good news that I'm gonna shout out to Kyle. Is he finally got his FIFA achievement?
Oh
I did.
yes, that's true, Kyle. You finally did it.
It was, yeah. I had been playing that day, like, I don't know, most of the day, and I bought probably 15 packs.
That day.
That day.
Jesus.
Like real money or coins?
No, coins.
Okay.
Then I didn't get it, and I was really discouraged. Then I decided to make some changes on my team and sell someone who was a decent amount. Went through all of his money, which was like 60,000 coins, which buys you another like
30 packs.
not that
I
many,
don't know.
but like
Another
probably
5.
10 or 12.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't get anything from that, but I did get some money, like some things to sell. So I made some more coins, and on my last pack of the night, I got one, and it was fantastic. I was in a Skype call with Joey.
Yep.
Oh God.
I
can
see, my
imagine.
reaction wasn't as great as I thought it would be. I
Yeah.
was just kind of like,
In shock.
it was just like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh
He-
yes.
I was like, the call was breaking up, but I just hear him whisper. He just goes, "I got it." It's like, what? What? He's like, I got it. I was like, no. Did you? And then the call dropped, and then I was frantically trying to
Oh.
reconnect with him.
So that's how many hours and amount of money and coins later?
Too much.
Dude,
Too
I
much.
just
It's too much.
too
It's too
much.
much.
But I got it. It was probably like, it was probably my 1,000th pack, and they finally just gave it to me. They're like, oh, this kid's, he's spent his money and played his.
We made him
his
suffer
amount.
We've
long enough.
sucked him
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah, let's move on to the next poor kid.
So you've
And,
1,000 that, right? Perfected it.
Yeah, like the right after that, I had one more achievement where you have to play like 25 match day games or something. And
Those
I
are
mean,
pretty
that's
easy.
another thing. I was on like number 40. But the first game I played after I finished it, I was actually playing Dayz. I was doing 2 games at once.
Yeah, it was. It was impressive too.
Yeah, and I won. But I got it after my first game, so I got the 2 final achievements in like a 20-minute span.
That's awesome.
So that game is done.
You feel relieved now?
Are you ever gonna play it again?
Now, yeah, now it's time to actually play the game. But it's still good. It's still good. Now I'll have some fun.
I'm getting back into FIFA more now.
It's fun.
Come back to school a little bit.
Yeah, I'm playing the crap out of it recently. Excuse me.
If you hate sport games, any listeners, I would highly suggest giving FIFA a shot anyways, because it can be frustrating, but it's excellent.
If you're doing good, it's really fun.
But I would suggest playing with some of your friends that are also bad first. Like, if you're a complete noob, but it's fun if you're both basically equal.
Find a buddy who hasn't played the game either, and just play together.
Yeah. Because when me and Kyle play now, we're both pretty...
I mean,
we've had it for a long time.
I'm pretty good.
But yeah, it's a good time. And hopefully we'll have some more Pro Club stuff upcoming once we don't play so badly.
Yeah,
we tried to do that.
You lost that, didn't you? None of that was usable, was it?
Not really. It was all just...
Yeah.
I mean, it was usable, but it was just awful. Yeah. Because it was not our night. It was
I dropped, and then we all lost, and then we got in that next game.
It basically went downhill ever since you lost connection. So it was just like...
Yeah, like, only one outlet works, out of, the 2 of them. So I don't know. I don't know what my roommate was doing over here. Jacking off in his damn outlet or something.
Fapping on three displays, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
While you were gone.
Oh, I wonder if I could hook my laptop up and get 3 going. Oh my god,
I
have to try that.
I was going to say earlier, I gave my old TV to my mom, and she said she was going to use it, but she hasn't used it at all at home. So I'm considering bringing that up here, so I always have 2 displays on my desk and then just have my TV, because I would totally be all over that.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? Nice. I was at home over the weekend, because I go home to work on weekends, and I was talking to my parents, and I was like, yeah, my roommate's gone. He took a bunch of cables and stuff, so I might have to come back and get some. My dad was like, oh, well, I'll go get you a cable right now, like a axial cable for TV. And I was just like, right? I don't watch TV. He's like, oh, come on, just let me go get it for you. No, seriously, I don't watch TV. He's like, well, what if you need to check the weather?
On TV. Yeah, on TV.
Yeah. He's like, what if you need to check the weather? I'll use my phone. Well, what about when Game of Thrones comes back? I'll watch it on HBO Go. Then he just kind of sighed and quietly walked away.
In lieu of what you just said, comes back in March, and Community comes back in February, and I am literally geeking.
Walking Dead,
Workaholics, right?
Workaholics is back.
I didn't.
And Spartacus. I don't think either of you watched Spartacus, but that comes on Friday.
What about Suits?
Suits came back on my birthday, best birthday present ever after being snowed in on my 21st, which is a story in itself, but sucked balls. But I love Suits. It's also a great show for me. But Spartacus is back if you watch that on Friday, on 21st.
Didn't the main guy die?
Oh yeah, that's a sad story. Okay, so the series started out, and it got really successful.
We're talking in real life?
Yeah, Spartacus, yeah. And the guy that played Spartacus, after the first season got diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer from what I remember researching, I think. But then they decided to make a prequel to Spartacus to keep the show alive while he tried to recover. And I guess after they made the prequel, he died, and they had to find a new lead, which took them months apparently. But I like the new lead. I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, he does it justice. But
no, I saw something on the internet. Is that a web series?
No, it's a Star series. It got a lot of crap.
I might think of another show. I might be thinking of another show.
It's boobs and gore.
See, that's the thing is I got a really bad rep for the first few episodes where it was just way too gory and way too sex-filled. But ever since then, they at least put...
Let's be honest here. Too sex-filled. I mean,
yeah, come on.
They might as well be having sex while they're fighting. I mean,
oh my god! But
that'd be awesome. I'd watch
it's gotten away from that, and it's a pretty. I mean, it's not the best show. It's not extremely well written, but I mean, it's fun to watch.
That's pretty much what everybody says about all of my favorite shows. Oh, it's just gore and sex. Yeah. Fuck you. Game of Thrones.
Well, Game of Thrones, people say that.
Yeah, people are like, Game of Thrones is just
fucking
boobs.
stupid.
Like, well, fuck off. No, it's not.
Well,
there wasn't the best fucking political intrigue you'll find.
There was no boobs at all in the last 5 episodes. There was no sex at all in the last 5
And there's a midget.
And there's a midget. Yeah. Peter
He's a
Dinklage is the
handsome
fucking
midget.
man.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, he is. He's an attractive guy.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a story to tell.
Oh, God.
Okay,
So?
so Tuesday, Thursday, from 4:30 to 6 o'clock, I have walking class.
Mm.
So,
What does college come to?
what does college come to?
What is
College
America?
PE.
What is it?
So,
How is that a PE class?
Just
I
wait.
literally
Just wait.
cannot fathom.
just wait. I go in, I sit down in the classroom, we're all sitting there, guy comes
How many
walking
people are in the class?
Like 20 or 30.
How
Oh my
ironic!
God!
How ironic would it be if he came in jogging?
Just came in the dog and I was like, whoa,
So-
whoa. You
Whoa,
slow
am I in the
down.
wrong class, guys?
Slow down, guys, slow down.
Jog on out of here.
No. Okay, so I sit down, right, and everybody's filing in, and then a midget comes walking in. I'm not even kidding. And immature me,
I would lose it.
I
I would
stifle
lose
a
it.
giggle, and I just look away. I'm like, alright, this is something I'm going to have to deal with for all the semester. And then the teacher comes walking in, and the teacher's just like, alright, hey guys, I teach at the local elementary school. She's like, really? You're fucking kidding me? So my college professor also teaches elementary school PE.
Also, you should say that the school you currently go to is private, and if you don't have any scholarships there whatsoever, it's like, what, $50,000 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obscene.
Yeah, and they have a walking class taught by an
Yeah.
elementary school teacher.
I mean,
So,
but if you're in the state of Virginia, you get a decent amount.
Yeah, but
if you live in the
just
valley,
the
you get a
fact
poop
that
ton.
Yeah, you get.
Hell's bells, I got 10,000 for living in the dorm.
right.
They're just like, oh, you're gonna live here? Okay, here's money. Yay! But anyway, so we're sitting there, and the guy's just like going over the syllabus and shit, and first off, he's like, if you don't get an A in this class, don't bitch to me about it. So I'm just like, alright, I can live with this guy. I can roll with it. But he's like, alright, so if anybody has any physical disabilities or anything, just talk to me. And at that moment,
God.
just the image of the midget
Oh, God.
jumping off on his desk, just staring at the professor and going, I'm a fucking midget, came into my mind. I died.
Oh my
I
God.
just buried my head and just,
For a second, I thought you said that was actually going to happen. I
No.
was like, are you
I
fucking
wish.
kidding me?
but
That would
just
have been the greatest
that
moment ever.
image. If I had been that guy, I would have just stand up to, I'm a fucking midget. So yeah, that's
Just
that's
like-
my life.
Run up to the teacher and kicked him in the nuts or something.
Just ran out.
Yeah,
Punched him. Let's
punch
Punch
him.
him.
Yeah,
You're right.
that would be
right
a high,
here.
unless he's freaking black belt over here, black belt midget. You can get up high.
He does a bicycle kick.
Big ol'-
Oh my God. I can just imagine that.
That'd be great. So yeah,
Oh,
that's my life. I'm in a walking class with an elementary school professor and a midget. Yeah.
I don't know why, but that reminded me of a story of a class I was in last semester where it was in a pretty tough engineering class, and this kid with what I'm pretty sure has autism. I mean, he's like fine, but he like kind of talks to himself when he's like studying stuff, and he's kind of like just off.
Yeah.
But he got a bad grade, or what I'm assuming was a bad grade on a test, and he like screamed out loud, like screamed. And, like, started banging on the desk and ran out of the classroom, like, and was screaming down the hallway and left. And everyone was, like, scared for their life. Because, I mean...
Well, I mean, we're at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, we're
Tech.
at Virginia Tech, so that, you know, I mean, which, I don't know. I mean, it's just, because, like, what do you do with that? Because
Yeah, I know.
autism
That's just
and,
like, ugh,
I don't know.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, in other news, I don't know why, but when you said Virginia Tech reminded me, I got a pistol for my 21st birthday. So
Oh, that's great.
I just needed to say that.
Really great segue
I'm
there,
not
Justin.
Crazy. I'm not crazy. But
Jesus.
I've wanted a gun my entire life, and I'm just absolutely
I
good
want to
about
get a
it.
snub nose.
Yeah, it was a great present. Good friends of ours, Rico and Elena.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out to them.
Rico.
We worked at the movie theater. I worked there for like 4.5 years, just kind of as a side job. But
Worked there for a year and
Yeah.
like a week.
and Elena's worked there for like 2 years, and Rico's worked there for a year. But they're like two of our best friends in the world. But
Yeah.
and Rico is a huge gun enthusiast. But they got me a pistol for my birthday, which
Before
That's
Obama
awesome.
says you can't have no more.
Or Obama comes in and takes them all away and gives them to all
Oh,
the gays. Jesus.
But seriously.
Just you know what's funny that I noticed the other day?
What? What's that?
Before I got my job at Kroger, I tried really hard to get a job at the movie theaters. Like, do you remember Chris Kaufman?
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to get me to work there, and he was talking to me, and I actually went in and gave him a application. They never called me back.
Right. The managers hated Chris Kaufman.
Than you. I would have been.
Well, yeah, but the managers hated Chris Kaufman, and when he recommended you, it probably killed your chance immediately.
Sweet. Well, this is also
but the reason
these are older managers. Apparently Kaufman saw them having sex on the desk or something.
Oh, Suzanne. Ooh, I could dedicate a whole podcast to the stories I've heard. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna give the podcast one story. Just one story about Suzanne that I've heard from the many of stories I've heard about Suzanne. The first story I heard when I worked there when Paul and Eric got there. I got a job from them because my sister worked at Ragazzi's, and then she moved to the theater, and one of the managers worked at Ragazzi's as well. But they told me about Suzanne, and every morning with her boyfriend at the time, I guess, they regularly had sex on the desk at work, which is the desk that you've counted money at countless times. But
I mean, to be completely honest, the money that we're touching is probably just as gross.
Yeah, but what she would do every morning when her husband woke up, she would make him breakfast in bed or whatever. But before she and what she would do, she always had yogurt in the morning, so she would make him breakfast. She would just hold on. She would make him breakfast, right? And then she would fuck him every morning and make him come in her yogurt. And then she would eat her yogurt.
Oh.
This is every morning. This is real. And the thing is, she told people this. It wasn't a secret. She told them, at work. And it's disturbing. And then she worked at Wendy's after the theater for 2.5 years. And every time I walked in my theater outfit, she would oh, hey there, sugar. And I would be scared for my food. I was afraid she was going to put shit in my food just because of the yogurt story. But that's just,
I wouldn't be scared about shit. I'd be scared.
Well,
She just hands you a Frosty and then she just winks at you.
Oh, God.
Here's your Frosty,
my
big
husband
boy,
came in
extra
on break
topping,
and I made this Frosty
winky
special.
face.
Oh, God. But yeah, that's Suzanne. But dude, if you had worked at the theater with me, that would have been. Well, actually, I feel like you would have not liked it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Joey. I don't think you would have liked it.
Yeah,
it's kind of
hate people a lot.
Shitty.
Yeah, you have to deal with people and you're always doing shit. It's really annoying.
I like doing shit. I like to stay.
Well, no, I think literally because you'd have to be with people. From what you told me about your encounters with the few people you encounter at Kroger and how you already can't stand them, I think if you worked at the theater, you'd go crazy after one rush.
Yeah,
I mean,
because of the people.
I just hate everyone now.
Yeah,
I literally hate all of the human
people
population.
are horrible.
That's
people
how I feel too.
Horrible.
Just working retail.
You know what gets me the worst? What gets me the worst is how people complain about the prices of the popcorn.
And then buy it.
Yeah, they buy it, and then they leave 3/4 of it on the floor in the theaters. If it's so valuable, why do you just throw it on the ground? It's no big deal.
Because they're cunts.
And then you leave it in the theater.
Of the people that buy a large popcorn there, which has free refills, it's $8.25 for a large, or $8.50 for a large popcorn.
Yep.
I think maybe 5 or 6% of them actually get a refill, or even eat more than 1% of it.
Yeah.
It's just it baffles me.
Yeah, that's
just a really good salesman.
People are dumb.
But it's whatever. I'm not getting into the theater because I spend enough time there in my life.
You guys working in the movie theater, it's easy to see why you hate people. But Kroger brings out a really special kind of stupid in people.
Well, did I tell you what I might do, Joey?
What might you do, Justin?
I might try and get a part-time job at Kroger up here to make more money for bills and stuff.
Try to work in grocery or the dairy.
Grocery or dairy?
Yes. Do not work up front because it's basically
I don't want to be a
working
cashier.
at the movie theater, except more monotonous and awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wanted to do something where I was just kind of stalking. So I wouldn't mind doing your job of just stalking.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be less interaction, though. Because you're just kind of swiping the items.
No, you have to talk to people.
How?
Yeah.
You have to interact with them, or else you get yelled at. Plus, you have to work with...
I can do with the yelling.
People who work up front in Kroger, outside of, the 6 regulars who've worked there for, 5 years, they are the scum of the earth. They
I know
are
two of
the
them off the
people
top
who
of my
cannot
head.
get a job anywhere else. They are
Yeah.
awful, horrible human beings.
You could probably get a job at the movie theater.
No. Okay.
Well,
we were literally talking. Okay, so one of the girls that worked there, who's like one of my best friends now, she used to be a coke addict, and the theater. Hold on. But like,
she's really cool.
it's one of the. She's awesome. Yeah, okay. To tell you guys how awesome she is, she got me a signed Walking Dead comic by one of the drawers of the Walking Dead for a Secret Santa.
Yeah,
For
Secret Santa Carmike stuff.
At Carmike.
I got a remote control truck.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was
pretty awesome. Never mind.
But she is an awesome person. But she was telling me that basically, other than being a cook at restaurants, Carmike is the only place she can get a job. And I was we were literally talking about what possibly in the background check would keep you from being hired at Carmike.
I don't know.
Would it have to be murder or like grand larceny?
But I feel like that's what
diddling kids in a
certain
public
said
bathroom.
employee had.
What?
That one employee that looks like the guy from First of the Year.
Oh, Gary?
Well, I wasn't going to say his name.
Oh.
I mean, okay, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to listen to this podcast. But, I mean, yeah, I think that he had trouble with... I thought that someone said he had grand...
that he had two things of grand larceny, and that he still got hired. So, is the background check literally just useless? Because, I mean...
it hindered me from working for like 3 weeks,
in
so...
In the 4.5 years I've worked there, I have seen too much of, like... I don't know.
You can just stick it to the worst of the worst.
No, I mean, just, like, what people, like, did is, like, their actual job. Like, drug dealers of everything that, like, under the sun. Which, I would expect, like, weed and, like, cocaine, but, like, heroin, Oxycontin, like, everything. It was, like, ridiculous. And then there's just weird people like Suzanne that are just, like, letting their boyfriends come in their yogurt and stuff like that.
And we got, what else we got? We can go on for hours with stories about people at the theater.
Yeah.
Just, there's just a different bunch.
Different strokes.
I love, like, half the people who work there, though.
I do. Like,
and then the other half, I just want them to go die in hell.
Yeah. I was surprised by how, like, close I got to some of the people that worked at the theater, because, like, I went into that job thinking, like, Jesus, like... Because I was like one of those douchebags that you have this really just negative view of minimum wage workers. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when I first went in. But, like, now that I've worked there for so many years, like, I truly respect, like, people that can work minimum wage jobs and put up with shit all day. Because I've had to do it for 4.5 years now. And
like, Christy, she works... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, well, Christy, like, she works at the movie theater a couple days a week in the morning. And she, like...
cooks it with glazes.
Yeah, she
every
cooks
night.
Yeah. And, she's...
That's just so she can live.
Yeah.
Because she can't get jobs anywhere else, but, like, she has an insane work ethic, and, like, she got on probation early, because, like, she's really turned her life around. It's like, I've met some, like, really incredible people there, but I never would have expected, you know, to be working, like, a shitty, dead-end minimum wage job.
Yeah.
That, what you said earlier, about your opinion on minimum wage people, that's how you can tell if somebody is a shithead or not. It's how they treat, like, minimum wage service-type people.
Well, see, for me, when I was younger, like, I had, not a bad image, but I was always nice to people. I was never that dickhead. Like, I always had respect for people that did it, but I always, like, kind of view them in a negative light. It's like, oh, they kind of threw their life away. Whereas now, I kind of, like, am more understanding. But I was never an asshole to, like, a minimum wage worker, and I still want to shoot people that are.
Yeah.
Well, so, Kyle, you want to talk to us about Dayz, that new thing that happened?
Oh, yeah, well, I read today that in the Dayz standalone, they aren't going to have the specific Coke, Pepsi, and Heinz, products. Like, I guess it'll just be generic. They didn't say anything about Mountain Dew.
I think
still have hope, man. Still have hope.
Maybe they'll sneak it in there. Just a 1 in a million chance to spawn.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really cool because that gives them an opportunity to have like a community contest, like make the soda company and the bean company for the game,
Right.
Or they could just call it like Rocket Fuel, because that's like the lead developer's name.
Rocket Fuel.
Purple Flurp.
Purple Flurp. Hitler can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I still can't believe that actually happened.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Was that 4chan's doing?
Yeah, that was 4chan.
Oh, is that just
It was 4chan, I think. Yeah.
Okay, 4chan is just...
I think they started the revolution, at least.
4chan.
Did you hear about
the internet?
Did you hear about the other thing that 4chan started? I don't know if it actually got big or anything, but it's kind of funny. Once Justin Bieber had that picture of him smoking weed and everybody flipped out.
Right.
Yeah.
They made like
reason.
a bunch of fake accounts and like posted fake pictures, and it was like cut for Bieber or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
And it was like
that did get
girls like cutting themselves and shaving all their hair
Oh
off
my
for
God.
Bieber to try and get him back on the
Jesus.
righteous path or
big.
something.
So funny.
Trying to trick other people into doing it.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Also,
Didn't
the
the girl
Kim
kill
Jo-
herself because he smoked weed? I think
I'm sure there was
I'm
at
pretty
least
sure-
5 girls that killed herself because he smoked weed.
Jesus
But
Christ.
what I was getting on was when 4chan made the revolution of getting Kim Jong-un to be the sexiest man or the most successful man in 2012.
Yeah.
Which magazine was it?
Time.
people, maybe.
Time.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I thought
Yeah, it was like
Time, but
Times
it was-
Person of
Screw
the
up.
Year, which is a big deal.
Yeah,
And they like
And
got
where the
him
story
way
was going.
voted up.
yeah. Like I had I was in a World Regions class here at Tech.
Yeah.
And for my final exam,
Awesome class, by the way.
it was an awesome class.
We'll talk about that
Professor
later.
Boyer, awesome. But for the final exam, there was a question: who was voted sexiest man of 2012? And it was Kim Jong Un. And I just sat there and looked at it and laughed for like a minute.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, 4chan, you're
It's ridiculous.
scum, but you're awesome.
You're scum, but you're awesome. That's so true.
All right, where do we want to go now?
Where do we want to go?
What were you talking about for World Regions?
Oh, World
Yeah,
Regions. Okay,
take
so
it
I'll
on
give
World
the
Regions.
I'll give the lowdown on that. Basically, here at Tech, there's this class called World Regions, and it's done. Well, sadly, he's leaving now. But it's by John Boyer. Is it John?
John Boyer.
John Boyer, and he has designed this class. It averages 3,000 people a semester, and that's at one time, in this big auditorium, and he is just legitimately one of the coolest professors alive.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
He's funny. It's like the class is based on a point system where to get an A you have to get 1,000 some points.
Which isn't necessarily very difficult, but
No, it's not. A lot of people finish the class in 8 weeks, and they didn't have to come to class, but they wanted to because it was funny.
right.
One way you could get 300 points. We had this world leader tic-tac-toe, and the way we got points is we set up a board at the beginning of the semester with the world leaders. And if those world leaders died during that semester and we got tic-tac-toe, then we all got 300 points free.
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't think anyone died during our semester that was on our board.
But there was one time where 2 people died. And
Yeah, there was 2 people in a row and they almost got it.
I think someone said that they put the Queen on there. The Queen has been on there for
The Queen's
15 years,
Yeah.
and is still just
I mean, she's got to go soon.
just
Oh
pumping them
no
out.
way! She's living forever. She's an android.
Or she's
Maybe.
gonna die in that Fallout conspiracy.
Maybe she's already dead.
Do you guys know about the Fallout conspiracy?
What's
No.
the Fallout conspiracy?
Joe, you have to. I thought I showed both you guys was on Reddit. Okay, I'll give a little on this because this is actually really interesting to me, even though it's whatever. Okay, so in Fallout 3, you know how you have the option to kill 3-dog? Spoiler alert, you can kill 3-dog.
What?
Halfway through, not even halfway through the game, but okay, if you kill
Who would
3-dog at a
kill
certain
Three
time,
Dog?
just hold on. Okay, people have
Why
died.
would you do that?
Will you just listen? Okay. Okay. So after you go to the place where that one guy's at, Raven Rock or whatever, you have to do a certain string of events for this to happen. But basically, after it gets destroyed, this radio station can be found near Raven Rock, and it's not detectable at any other time or place in the game unless you follow these steps. And all it plays is "I don't want to set the world on fire," and then has 3-dog in a completely monotone voice, saying these numbers, and people have eventually broke this code. And you can find this on Reddit. I wish we had a linked up because it's a really interesting read. And people broke this code, and it was dates and sentences. And I can't remember any particular examples. I think one of them is talking about Abraham Lincoln's assassination.
Pearl Harbor might have been one.
Might have been one. But there was one that I think actually predicted something beforehand, that when the game came out, it happened after the game came out. And it's this really weird code, but Bethesda, it was on Bethesda forums, and Bethesda, like, closed the forum. They, like, destroyed it. And now it, like, kind of lives on in, like, internet secrecy and infamy. And it was just a post on Reddit. It's like if you search for Fallout 3 conspiracy, I think on Reddit you'll find it. But it's just really interesting. I would give it a read because I think it talks about the Queen dying in, like, 2020 something or 2017 or something.
Yeah, I did actually see that. You did send that to me.
Yeah, it's just a really cool read if anyone wants to check it out.
Intriguing. That reminds me of there are like ham radio operators. They can sometimes pick up radio stations that are just transmitting numbers, like from Call of Duty Black Ops, like in real life. Like they're just sending numbers out, or like random like sounds. And there's like this big thing with ham radio operators where they're trying to figure out where these numbers are come from and what they mean and stuff. It's really cool, really creepy. I love all that kind of stuff. That's like what the fuck is this? What's happening?
Yeah.
What is this magic?
Oh, that's
all right. Well, did you guys watch Workaholics this week?
I did not have a chance to.
I didn't.
You didn't? Well, screw
I
you.
need to.
Screw you too. Screw you twice.
That's Kyle's favorite show.
Was it good?
It was. It was fantastic. The second season, the premiere was just okay.
Right.
It was no episode where they were tripping on acid.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, had
I
some
like
funny...
that episode.
Wait, really? That was
pretty
not
good.
the best.
That's not the second season.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Trust me.
Where they're camping?
Kyle
where they're
knows.
camping in the office?
No.
No.
They go on the business trip.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a different
mushroom.
no,
I was
they're
thinking
tripping on
mushrooms.
shrooms on that
Right,
one.
acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
you're
your
right.
drugs straight, Joey. But that
So
one was
sheltered.
that one was good, but it wasn't their greatest at all.
Right.
This episode was hilarious. You guys have to see it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Don't.
But there's some great parts with the smaller characters like Wayman and Jet Set, who rest in peace, Jet Set.
He just did the cross thing.
But yeah, and Montez. It's a great show. I suggest it highly.
Sounds great. I'm
If
going to
Also,
look at it later.
I want to plug for anyone listening, please watch Community and save the show because it's probably one of the smartest comedies on TV and gets no respect.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What is it?
But yeah. Huh?
You lagged. What'd you say?
It won't lag in the thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm
said
asking you what you said so I know
okay.
what you said. So
I'm
conversating.
plugging Community. I'm plugging Community because it's one of the smartest comedies on TV and it gets no respect nowadays.
It is a good one.
And
Hasn't it been
I don't
going
know. I
on
don't
for
wanna
like
see-
too long?
no, this is the 4th season. It hasn't been.
Oh.
And it,
Then again, what are they gonna do after the 4th season if they're a community college? Even
I don't
if
know.
like what?
6
They
seasons in a
move
movie,
on?
man. 6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah, that's all I hope. Inside joke. But I really do hope it goes on. It's a great one. I love Chevy Chase. He's a legend.
In his own right.
Yeah, everyone there. I mean, all the characters are nice. They're funny. Allison Brie is just.
Whew. Allison Brie.
Allison Brie is
Internet,
isn't
trust
she
me.
a porn star?
Oh, I wish.
No.
I could have
Brie
swore
Olsen's
Allison
a porn
Brie
star
was
that
a
was
porn
on-
star. Oh, Brie Olsen.
Nah,
But
shut
she
up.
should, if she was a porn star,
Yeah, that
Fap
would.
City, man. Just Fap
Yeah.
City. Like,
You'd have all three
would-
monitors. Yeah.
All 3 monitors would be different.
All
Of her.
monitors are deployed.
But yeah, but like, it baffles me how shows like The Big Bang Theory, which hold on, I'm gonna throw this statistic out to you guys. Okay, so I hate some of the humor in Big Bang Theory. Like, I know what humor you hate, and I hate it too. It's where Sheldon's just like, "Oh, pretty stupid," but like, I do think some of the show is very funny.
Bazinga!
And they've actually.
Kyle, those comics that you sent me.
The comics were so
Hey,
funny.
pretty girl, how you fix computer? Duh, I don't know. They just look at the catch Bojangles.
Everyone goes crazy.
Oh my god.
Okay, but here's a statistic. The most recent episode of The Big Bang Theory, you want to know how many views it had on that night, like the premiere of that episode?
Too many.
20 million.
Why?
People
20 million.
are really dumb.
Community averages like 2.5 to 3, and it is
It's leaps and bounds.
it's so
better.
much better. And then you think about a show like Breaking Bad. That show averages like during its 5th season, it averaged like 2 million views per.
Really?
What?
I feel like it'd be more successful.
Breaking
Bad.
Breaking
Yeah,
Bad?
It's got to be
Breaking
more.
Bad is huge.
No, I'm dead serious. Hold on. I'm telling you.
There's
I'm
no
telling
way
you.
it's
I'm gonna
2
search
million.
Wikipedia.
Everybody talks about Breaking Bad. It's like
Yeah,
that
I'm
show.
gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong right now. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I mean, a lot of people are catching up.
Right, and
Yeah.
Walking Dead averages probably around 7 million, I think. Because I don't know why, but I really love seeing how much shows get watched, when they premiere or whatever. And Community started out 8 million, but just had this huge decrease in season 1 because I guess it just wasn't for everyone. But yeah, averaging 2 million views. Okay, 2.5 million.
Wait,
average.
are these? This is season.
Season 5. Yeah, because the last 8 episodes haven't come out because the season 5 is the last season. But the highest it had was 2.98, and it had 2.2, and it's average around 2.5. So suck it. And it's worse for season 4. I can guarantee you.
That's really weird.
I know because you hear everyone talking about it. But as far
What about
as
Game of Thrones?
averaging 1.75
Yeah.
for season 4. It's not as, I mean, it should be huge because it's probably one of the most well-written shows I've ever seen, but it just isn't, Also, you guys need to watch Sherlock, if I haven't played.
There's a bunch of shows I need to watch right now. I might watch one later.
Mm-hmm.
Just start one.
I'm also going to throw out there that you guys need to watch Hell on Wheels. Which is awesome. It's AMC.
Joey, did you ever...
It's badass.
Shows.
It's Cowboys.
Oh! I don't know if I told you guys about this. But what... Okay, you guys remember last week when I was telling you about the 3-dog tweet?
What? Oh, about the movie / next game.
Right. There was a recent development in that story where Bethesda basically signed off on rights to create a TV show that sounds exactly like the description of a Fallout game.
Huh.
It's talking about something going on in a post-apocalyptic world, and people think that they're going to have a Fallout TV series, and people are just hoping that AMC picks it up or something.
Yeah, I would. If they do that, I really hope it's an hour-long
and not just
8-episode season. One of those shows.
I feel like Fallout, if you do it right, could be excellent, but if you do it badly, would just suck. Be awful.
I mean, well, I don't know.
There needs to be more
it
good
has
video
potential.
game stuff. Outside of video games. Movies.
I'm hoping
and
that
shit.
this Halo movie, just fingers
sad
crossed.
face.
Did you watch Django Unchained, Joey?
No,
Damn it, Joey.
didn't because somebody dropped the ball on that.
I didn't drop the ball. I kind of dropped the ball.
I did
You
kinda drop the ball.
Oh, you did.
Well, I mean, I was like, hey, should we go see Django at some point? And I was kind of like, yeah, maybe we'll do it this weekend. And then I decided to go see it with Molly instead.
Yeah,
So,
it's fine.
we didn't really talk
I'm not
about
mad
it.
that you
better
didn't
than
go
Inglourious
take me to
Basterds?
see
You
a
didn't see
free
Inglourious
movie.
Basterds, did you?
I kind of did, but it was kind of crappy quality, and I didn't really enjoy it because
Right.
of the crappy quality. But what I did see, I really enjoyed.
Right. I mean, it was a great movie, but
I mean, I don't think it topped Pulp Fiction, but it was
Pulp
definitely
Fiction's
up
hard to
there.
top, though. I mean, Pulp Fiction's hard to top.
Yeah, that's true.
My mom and sister both hate that movie and thought it was terrible. Pulp Fiction.
They're wrong.
Well, women. Yeah. And not a lot of women do. I
Yeah,
feel.
it's kind of
I
a
don't
guy
know.
thing.
It's definitely a guy thing.
I guess so. I thought it was great, but
Just because it is
whatever.
good. Well, it's just like how
Ezekiel
women don't
25.
get Monty Python. But Monty Python is fucking hilarious.
Do they not?
I don't know if that's just women, though.
I thought Monty Python was really popular as a TV show.
No,
And-
TV show wasn't that
show.
great. There was a few funny skits, but the movies.
But I thought it was really popular, despite how good it was. I thought it was just really popular by women and men. I thought
It's
Okay.
kind of
know
accepted
that
as
was a
a
TV
guy
show.
I'm a
thing.
phony.
Girls don't really get it. Obviously, stating, overgeneralization and shit. There are girls out there who like it, and there are guys out there who don't. But
Right. Something I do want to say that makes me sad is Leonardo DiCaprio is one of my favorite actors, and he's recently made 3 big movies in Django, Great Gatsby, and something else, Wolf on Wall Street or something. But he's taking apparently a huge break from acting.
But you know who's not taking a huge break? Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I was about to say Nicolas Cage is laughing at him.
Nicolas Cage.
Like, oh, I made 3
Yeah.
movies, I'm tired. And Nicolas Cage like, oh.
Yeah. I made 3 movies
Come on,
last
man.
week.
You still got a pussy, man. You gotta come on, make a movie, man.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Oh,
is
it's
that
our
like
one true God.
confirmed?
The One True God, yeah.
Because I heard that came
What?
from like the German version of the Star or the Sun.
I guess I just saw it on Reddit.
Yeah, I saw it on
I
Reddit
shouldn't
too,
take
and
it
I
at face
looked in the
value, but-
comments, and there was a German guy in there. He's like, "Yeah, this is really shitty." Article.
I mean, it just sounded like something like Leonardo DiCaprio would say because he's like obsessed with the environment. He said he's just going to travel around and try and help the world, which sounds like him because he's just one of those psychos. But I wouldn't blame him. I mean, if he did take a break, but I mean, it just kind of sucks because I feel like
I can't wait for the Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
good.
know. Hopefully, it doesn't suck. I mean,
I don't think it
it
will.
shouldn't. But have you seen Moulin Rouge?
Nope.
By chance?
Nope.
It's by the director that did that, which I don't know.
I've heard the
It's kind
name
a
of
girl
it, so
movie,
it must
but-
be good.
It's a musical and girly to a degree, but I mean, I thought it was a good movie, but
Is that the one about
I
the
mean-
horse?
no, it's about some girl that has like
Did you say horse or whores?
Horse.
it's like a girl that's like a singer, and
She's a whore?
she has like cancer or something. Not cancer, I don't know what it is, but she's
Singer
dying or something.
and a
And
musical.
Ewan McGregor's in it, and Nicole
I feel like
Kidman
Moulin
are the
Rouge
stars.
is about a whore.
I don't think she's a whore.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm not looking it
Anyway,
up right now. IMDb it. Fuck it. I don't know. But yeah.
Well, I really wish we had Barry here.
Yeah, I miss Barry's input.
Oh,
Blueberry.
that made a diamond.
Okay, well, let's talk about games. We haven't talked about games at all this podcast.
Okay, let's talk about games. Let's throw it out.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm ready for March. So they announced the PS4 and the next Xbox.
That'll be
For Christ's
interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of sick of talking about it. Like, what?
You know what?
What are they
I was
really
thinking-
going
okay.
to do? Like, what's going to be the big new thing? Another Kinect
See,
and another.
I'm not excited for the console. I'm just excited that like next gen games are coming, or I don't know, like.
But what is going to be next year?
Yeah,
Like,
better
Here's the thing.
graphics.
I'm ready for games on console that can perform like games on PC. Do you know what I'm saying?
I wish we could just all get together and be like, no, we don't want anything else. Just keep making games for this system.
I mean,
Like-
okay, yeah.
Like, what else are they going to do besides the Kinect?
But, like-
Who wants the Kinect?
Nobody.
And like when I'm playing like Xbox games, like graphically speaking, they're not the best, but like Skyrim loading times on the 360 are just awful. And if you're playing on PC with like a good PC, it's like instantaneous. And I want a console system that can compete with PC at a like graphics card and CPU level. Like I want a real competitive.
I
Like,
guess
console.
that is true.
Or else console's going to go extinct because PC is just going to keep outperforming it with its like CPU and graphics cards
Yeah.
and just destroy it.
You know
That's
what?
why the Steam
Oh,
box
here.
is being made.
Well, yeah,
Because the
but
Steam box
I'm just talking about
is
for
the
console side.
bastard child between a console and a PC. Because it's got the power of a PC, but the comfort and easy usability of a console. So,
You know what would save
What?
the Wii U right now?
Nothing.
I'm telling.
Nothing.
Pokemon
No.
Snap 2.
Yeah. Well, no. I was gonna say a Pokemon like
anything.
3D like
No.
RPG
Okay,
style
you know,
like.
Do you know how Nintendo takes over the world?
Yeah.
Do you know what they need to
Pokemon?
do?
They do
to
that.
just make all of the monies ever.
A Pokemon Skyrim.
Just
A
remake
Pokemon
their
Skyrim.
games.
Go
A Pokemon
onto
Skyrim.
the iTunes and the Android market, and you put on there Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and all your Game Boy games
Jesus.
for
For
Yeah.
like,
a cell phone. And then they win.
like for $1.
That's it.
Or like,
Game over. If I could play
They do
Pokemon
win.
on my cell phone, I would give
Actually, you
Nintendo my
can.
first child.
No, because there's already so many Game Boy emulators and N64
People don't
emulators out
care.
there for, like,
People don't
Android.
care.
I would care. I'd just get it for free.
Emulators are sketchy and hard to use, and if
No, they
if
aren't at
Nintendo
all.
started
Have
to
you
do
used the
that,
emulator?
have you ever tried to get an emulator to work on your phone?
I have one. I have like
On
two
your
that work on my
phone?
phone just fine. Yes, and they're very good and very efficient.
Ah.
They have no problems.
I don't like them. But anyway, Nintendo can just sue them and then get them kicked off because they're illegal.
Not emulators.
Yeah, they
the
are.
people that makes the games are. No, emulators are not.
Yes, they
illegal.
are. They're using game code that they're not allowed to use. But it's just games that are old and the companies aren't making money on them anymore, so they don't bother suing them. It's like an uneasy truce. But if Nintendo were to release onto the mobile market, they would just sue the emulators and get them kicked out.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna test this emulator theory.
Don't hurt yourself. Anyway, I kind of want a Nintendo Wii U.
Keep
but
talking.
I'm waiting for the price drop and for more games to come out for it.
Well, if they were to announce today that they are going to make that Pokemon game for the Wii U, I would go out and buy it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'm not that.
I absolutely would.
Well, I forgot about that.
They have an entire generation of nostalgia of kids who grew up with their games, but they have their own income now. Like, just feed our nostalgia. Give me more Pokemon. Yeah. Give me Pokemon Stadium 3, Pokemon Snap 2, a new Rogue Squadron game. I'm yours, baby.
Yeah, and you don't even want the new Pokemon, just the original 151.
Yeah.
In that style on the Wii U, and your money or my money is yours.
Absolutely.
Now, what I think would be cool is if they made like a Skyrim like Pokemon RPG.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
well, yeah, I think that would be fucking. I'm not even
with the Kinect. You could throw the Pokemon ball.
Oh my god!
But I would be completely on board with that, even though I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. But like, I mean, I can understand the whole nostalgia thing. I totally get that. But just like for me, it would take me like a Skyrim RPG, Pokemon.
Yeah, that would be cool if they did that too. But see, the problem is they're a Japanese company, so if they would do something like that, they would make it into a JRPG, and those are slightly different.
That'd be horrible.
And by slightly, I mean completely.
Yeah, I know.
Just a grind fest.
I'm not a JRPG fan, personally.
But yeah, I would buy a Nintendo Wii U if there was more for it.
Yep.
Zombie U
How much
sounds
cool. Running?
I heard that it's not that great.
It's not that great, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Nothing Wii does is ever great.
Yeah, they're struggling.
See, like the two-screen thing. That's cool. That's not something you can get normally, you know? Like, that's an interesting little gimmick. But unless they actually have games that utilize it properly.
They don't. They never
Imagine, okay, the new Aliens game that's coming out, Colonial Marines. Imagine, like, your game is normal, you've got the gamepad there, but on the screen, it's got that blinking radar thing that they have in the movies. And, like, you're actually sitting there and you're holding it. How cool would that be? That'd be really cool.
What about Dayz with the map on the other screen?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Like an actual GPS system that you just have all the time.
Did you guys ever play Metro 2033?
No, but I've seen
Okay,
play it.
like, that game, like, you have to, like, actually physically pull your map out and it, like, blocks your screen while you're looking at it. Like, actually, like, having it on your, like, gamepad and then having to physically, like, look down to look at your map, that'd be really immersive, you know? Like you're actually, like, physically moving your head to look at your map and stuff. I feel like it's got real possibilities, you know? Like, you mess with some things on your pad and then it changes things up on the big game. I like the idea of it. I just want them to actually implement something for it.
You know what? I feel like it's just going to go on the way it is now. Like, no one's going to give a shit about Nintendo. Yeah. And then eventually Nintendo is going to, like, make a huge step.
And they're going to actually execute something.
Yeah, and then it's just going to flip-flop, and everyone's going to go to Nintendo. And, I mean, that may be really far away.
I don't know, because
Nintendo could do it. I've heard Call of Duty is really good on the Wii
U. Okay. I haven't seen Wii U, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Wii is gonna have a hard problem converting general FPS gamers to it.
It's
just no matter what.
Okay, the big thing about the Wii U is you can play it without a TV. So like families that have one TV in the living room, they can just like you can have Call of Duty on like a handheld device, and you're sitting there and you're playing real Call of Duty, which is cool. I think it could work. They need to get third
Yeah.
parties really behind it, and they need to feed the crowd that's already there and waiting to be pleased.
See, now, I know that Nintendo needs to tend to the family and that aspect now.
Right, but they don't
But,
care
like,
anything about like
what-
the competitive gamer or the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And why is... I don't see why
That's-
Xbox is doing that. Xbox, just stick to your guns.
Well, they already
I
have their
feel like.
guns.
Just...
They have us. Hook, line, and sinker,
They-
baby.
they
don't
can
need
branch
to
out.
I know, but
continue
what-
to get to us. Which is why they started making this family stuff, because they're expanding their market. Because they already know we're going to come to them for the Call of Duty and the Skyrims and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I just feel like Nintendo is really, they have these really innovative ideas, like kind of before like Microsoft and Sony do, but they just don't ever execute well enough to see it through. Like, I would much rather have like a Kinect or a PS3 move than a Wii or a Wii.
No way.
U.
No way. Kinect
Personally.
is garbage.
I
The
would.
Kinect literally
maybe not
doesn't
Kinect.
work.
Okay.
And the PS Move is
Okay,
ridiculous.
Kinect is a bad example, but
The
like,
Wii,
a PS
the Wii
Move from what
won.
I hear is
The
good.
Wii won. The Wii made
They
it.
won that, but think about it. If Microsoft gets their shit together and gets the Kinect to actually work,
It's over.
Nintendo's screwed.
It's over.
Yeah,
They're
but
done.
I feel like Microsoft's not going to, because Microsoft is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Well, I heard rumors that the next gen stuff is already like going into like they're planning for virtual reality stuff in 2014.
Okay, you know what is
Like,
I
like
heard
what's
something
really cool?
about like
the Oculus Rift?
what?
That thing looks amazing.
Tell me-
It's
See, now it might be what I'm thinking about. Go and let
Yeah.
me know about that.
the Oculus Rift is like it's like a headset that you put on and you put it over like it covers your eyes and you look
Right.
around and you're in the game. Like full immersion.
Yeah, it sounds similar. What I heard about was like in your peripherals, it looks like you're immersed in the game because like I don't know what
That's
it is,
Microsoft's Illuminati.
but
They
Okay,
like
but what I'm saying is,
the Microsoft thing, the Illuminati, is you put like a projector in your living room and you have it projecting onto your TV, and then it doesn't put anything over the TV, but then the peripherals match up with what's ever in the game, which sounds
Yeah.
cool, but it looks fucking retarded when it's actually going.
yeah,
Because it's like,
yeah.
I'm just saying,
it's just like
if-
shining a light on your bookshelf that looks kind of
Yeah.
like smell.
Yeah.
right? I'm just saying if Xbox or PS4, whatever, nail either like Wii's complete platform right now and or virtual reality, Nintendo's just they're done. Not done, but
Yeah, they're pretty much done.
They're
Unless
pretty
they
much
bring
done.
back the
I
old
think-
nostalgia games.
The Nintendo's in a position where the Wii U might end up being like the GameCube, where it was just kind of like nobody.
I mean, yeah.
I love the GameCube.
Yeah, but I mean, how many good
I'm not
games
gonna
were
lie.
out for the GameCube? Like 4.
Mario or Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
But I feel like
Pikmin,
Wii just got.
Animal
Oh,
Crossing,
Pikmin was a nice one.
and there's
Oh,
probably a
I
Link
had all those.
game.
But I feel like
Wind Waker.
Xbox and
Yeah.
PS3 both just outsold the shit.
Oh
out
no,
of
they
Wii.
didn't.
Like in the lifespan.
Are you kidding
Are
me?
you sure?
The Wii sold.
I'm pretty sure
the
they
Wii
did.
sold to everybody. Remember how you couldn't buy a Wii for like a year? Remember how every old person ever bought a Wii?
No, they sold a lot when it first came out, but the past few years they haven't been selling at all. But I mean that's
Maybe. And
Whereas
Xbox 360
the
did
others
have
have been
record
selling.
sales this past holiday season. Like they sold 3.5 million or something.
wow.
An obscene like that.
How is that
I
in
need-
the U.S.?
Yeah. Or worldwide.
No,
Hold on a second. I'm looking up console wars
Okay. Let's see.
on.
The Wii. How many did you sell? The Wii has shipped 97.18 million as of September 30, 2012.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, I see it
And
now.
360 has
It's 70 mil.
70 million.
Wow, that's close.
Yeah, 70
'cause
million.
Xbox and PlayStation are right.
So the Wii has
Back
sold
in
like
that.
40 million.
I guess I just.
more.
I don't even understand that. The Wii is such an awful console. I don't understand.
Because there's
everyone
everybody
had to get
do
it
to play,
for their tennis.
Yeah, sports.
They had to play tennis, and then once they play tennis, they're like, "Oh, well, this sucks."
Plus, don't forget.
I played Wii Sports.
Don't forget.
It's awful.
No, it's not. It's fun. You're wrong.
No, it's
don't
awful.
forget that the Wii was super cheap. Like, let's see here. Wow, the PlayStation 3 sold 70.2 million as of September 30, 2012.
Yeah,
That's obscene.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this past holiday season, which they don't account for, which
Xbox 360
doesn't really matter.
blew them out of water.
Blew everyone out of the water. Like Wii U just didn't sell at all.
No.
Didn't sell that great.
They were anticipating
another
like
thing, Nintendo
7 or
really
8.
fucked up naming this new console the Wii U, because everybody just thought it was like a new controller that you bought for it.
Right. And I feel like they didn't market it.
No, they
very
marketed
well.
it
like,
terribly.
I knew about it, but
If you want to sell
Yeah.
it back to the people who liked the gimmicky little motion controls and they liked, like the cutesy shit, you're doing it wrong. You're not showing them that you can still, put the gamepad on the ground and then take a normal controller and then hit a golf ball off of it. You're not showing them that you can use the controller pad as like a mini turret in a mini game. Like,
they needed it. They needed like one new idea that was really cutesy for the kids, and then just market the shit out of it.
they had Nintendo Land.
Some kids,
But they didn't market it at all. Nintendo Land is that.
I guess that's
Nintendo Land is literally just
name
a
of
bunch of mini games, and they didn't tell you about it at all.
yeah.
Did you even know Nintendo Land was a thing?
Actually,
nope.
now that you say something about it,
Doesn't the Nintendo Connect?
Yeah, there's like that big city or something.
It's
I
just
remember
like,
seeing.
I feel like Nintendo's mishandled it. But I like Nintendo. I want them to not do bad. They need to just not suck.
They need to stay alive so that they can give me my old games back.
Exactly. Yeah. PS3 sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck the PS3.
The PS3. Yeah. Who cares about that?
Nobody gives a shit about the PS3. And its stupid move. It's just a blue light bulb.
I honestly wonder how much different the PS3 versus Xbox 360 sales would have been if Xbox 360 had had Blu-ray.
A lot.
Because that was, I feel like that was like half the whole marketing point. So,
Other
we have
half-
Blu-ray though. Ha ha ha.
Other half was you don't have to pay.
Yeah, which
And-
I think you don't have to pay is a valid argument. I think that's a legitimate
Okay,
argument.
hold on.
It
You know
is.
what's bullshit? Is that we pay for Xbox 360 and they still put a shit ton of ads up there. And
Yeah.
that you don't have that in the PlayStation 3 network. But then again, the
Any
PlayStation 3
chance
network
that-
blows.
Right.
Any chance that Xbox will go to free?
Microsoft.
That was
Microsoft.
that was
Oh, that's funny. No.
really that was a big hope.
The
Yeah.
Penny Arcade Report, they did a story about the ads that are run on the Xbox 360, and they get a fuck ton of money from those. Like, it's
I'm sure they
ridiculous
do.
how much they
Yeah.
get. Like,
I mean, you think about it, like, I don't know. I wish that either A, Microsoft would make free service, or B, Sony would charge for
okay, well,
their
see,
service that way.
Sony does have a
Xbox can
charge
win, like it
thing.
deserves to.
Sony,
It's like a
it's like
Prime.
an upgrade. Like, you get free things and you get reduced discount prices in the store. That's how you do it.
Right.
You don't force people to pay and then penalize them if they don't pay. You let people into your service and
Right.
then you reward them if they do pay
Yeah.
you.
Like, Xbox Silver, what does that even give you?
Tantalizingly,
The free
just
Xbox
enough so
Live.
that you want Xbox Gold.
Because I feel like it doesn't give you anything. You can't play any games.
Can you download like DLC?
I don't even think you do. I think you have limited access to the marketplace. It's like, it literally doesn't give you anything at all that would be of any use for what you're
It
going to
lets
use
you
it for.
see what gold people can do.
Oh, okay.
That's literally like.
Oh, you guys should get this.
Microsoft is racist.
But fucking hell, man.
If you're not gold, you're not right.
Microsoft is making the bank. I think Steam is going to be the winner in the next console race.
Probably,
Because
because,
the Steam box is going to kick ass.
I mean, we hope.
I mean, It's literally
It
just a
should.
mini computer with specially built components to fit into a little box. That's all it is.
Right.
It's running on
Mhm.
Linux. You can just use it as a regular computer, but they're marketing it as a TV top box.
Console, basically. Yeah.
It's gonna be kick-ass.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be sweet. I
Yep.
can't wait. But I mean, I use my computer as a console, basically. Like, I can hook a controller up to it and I can play.
Right. I do that a lot now.
I mean, it's just like, I don't know.
Like,
I feel like the lines are starting to get blurred, and all of the DRM and all the bullshit is going to have to get cut back.
right.
And companies like Microsoft, if they start to crack down more, and they start restricting shit more, then they're just going to get left behind and lose in the
Right.
long run. Because that's not how you fight piracy. You don't fight piracy by putting up more walls. You fight piracy by making
It's not
your
gonna help
way
eventually.
a lot easier than the pirate's way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how
The
the
Pirates Way is pretty easy.
that's how the music industry made a comeback. You know, back in the day, they were all
Right,
like
yeah,
getting
they did.
pooped on. Like, no, you have to pay $15 for this whole CD, even though you just want one song on it. And Napster was like, or you could just download this song. And then
Song.
iTunes came along
Right.
and was like, hey, we'll let you download that one song and you can just give us $1. And people were like, yeah, I don't want to steal it, so here's $1. And that's how you do it. You make it easy, make it accessible. You don't make it more difficult. Netflix streaming, even, you
Right.
know? Oh, I could sit there and
Yeah.
wait for a sketchy torrent to finish downloading, or I could go and watch it on Netflix. Games need to stop
Right.
being more difficult. End of rant.
I'd like if that would happen, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if it's gonna go in that
What?
direction, to be honest. But I don't know if they're gonna get easier to.
Now, do you think on the new consoles they're just gonna have direct purchase from your console?
I don't think I don't
Probably. I think that's.
think we have the infrastructure for it yet.
I mean, GameStop is just gonna, you know.
GameStop is moving.
GameStop's
to-
done in a few years either way.
They're already
Yeah.
moving to the digital market. They're making that move.
Yep.
But there's always going to be a brick and mortar store, just maybe not as many of them. But there's always going to be a place where you can go in and buy games.
Right.
Yeah.
Just instead of having, 3 within a 20-mile radius, there'll be one. And there'll be like one guy working
Right,
in there,
yeah.
and he'll be really angry and depressed.
Working minimum wage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might have Down syndrome.
Well,
Oh my god.
might be a
Might be a midget
also.
with Down syndrome.
He might be taking a walking crutch.
Oh, that's glorious. Okay, this has been going on for over an hour. Jesus.
Yeah.
So I say that's good.
let me wrap it up.
Hey, listener,
Good.
thanks for sticking along this. I don't care if you listen this long. I got your download. That's all I give a shit
Fuck
about.
you, listener. Fuck you.
Listener, I appreciate you. I
I
appreciate
don't
you.
fuck.
Because he's gay.
After you're done listening to this shit, you should go to our YouTube channel, VAVJax, or our Twitter, which is at VAVJax, and we're on Facebook and we're on Google Plus that nobody
Mhm.
uses. And
Mm-hmm.
Been uploading some videos
Yeah,
been uploading
recently.
videos.
yeah, so go to our
slowly
YouTube
but
channel,
surely.
watch our videos, and fucking like it. Why don't people like videos?
Support us.
Your commentary video
I
has
don't know.
gotten like over 100 views now, and nobody's liked it. Like, how hard is it? Just click
Really?
the fucking like button, you cunts. No, I don't think it's over 100. It's like
Mhm.
80.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
that's that high, to be
And
honest.
some guy commented.
Like, I
oh,
mean,
80
and,
views, that's
comment, please.
probably like 5
like,
different
really,
people.
comment on the
Yeah,
videos.
probably 5
'cause
different
that's
people.
cool. Because I'll respond to you.
Yeah, that one guy.
Somebody commented on my
seriously,
FTL
whoever-
video.
Whoever that guy was, you're awesome. That commented on that video, you're an
no,
awesome
that
guy.
was just like one of those generic ad things.
No.
wasn't it? Like,
No.
aren't-
It was like a legitimate comment. He was like, me and Joey had talked about District 9 in that video, and he like explained it to us, like what we had like
Yeah.
not known. It was a great comment. He's like, I mean, I appreciate that kind
Yeah,
of feedback.
yeah.
I
Thanks,
was
buddy. Yeah, seriously, you
extremely
guys.
happy with that.
Listen to our stuff, leave comments. We're going to respond because we're just some jackasses who are doing this.
Yeah, support us.
You support us,
'cause
and
we will
yeah,
support
if you comment, we might cream our
Yeah.
pants.
so just do that.
And Joe will be
Listen,
seeing it on
guys,
3
listen.
monitors, choosing
Joey will
3
be
different
fabbing to it
directions.
on
If
3
we
monitors.
get 10 likes on any video, Barry will give you a hand job behind Wendy's. I can guarantee you that.
No, Denny's.
Denny's.
Denny's, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
Denny's.
yeah, follow us on Twitter.
And I gotta say, it's worthwhile.
Our
Mhm.
Twitter is following all of our individual Twitters, so check that out.
Yeah.
And follow us if you want.
Yeah, don't feel pressure to do that because I hate Twitter.
I'm
but
on it all the time.
definitely
making
follow
stupid
us, the
things.
AV Jacks, yeah.
I think that's it, right?
It's over there. I think,
we're on
I think
iTunes,
that's
which is
we're
cool.
here.
You can download us there, but if you're listening to this, you probably already knew that.
We're on iTunes.
Yeah, we're on
aren't we?
1iTunes,
That's what he just said.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Kyle raised a good point, though. He's like, what does it matter? Because Nickelback is on iTunes, too. Like, oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
That's
we're
a
like on the
valid
playing
point.
level filled with Nickelback. What are we doing with our lives?
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you for listening, and we will see
Yeah,
you
thank you.
next time. Bye.
See ya.
Good podcast.